Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes. We had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of... We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
The first Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Teyvat. The world's very...
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of you... For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they...
No. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing. Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, Mora is used in... The world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise will boldly expound on the newest findings from my... That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora...
A dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one...
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst, for people to exchange and... The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli...
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag.
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo...
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora? I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps...
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go. What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't... So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you...
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to...
What? No way!
This bit of history is a long story.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already...
No, it's just...
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time.
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise...
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be... I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhongli, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the...
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too!
Well, that is quite enticing. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better.
I'll protect us.
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Huh? Paimon thinks it looks real.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big...
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have...
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapon?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stones, but due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears...
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very...
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at... Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic...
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich... I mean, rich with archaeological knowledge and historical value, yes? Well, since we brought so many people,
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so...
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore The ancient god, following them, should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks. I'm seeing stars. Grow! Let's dance. Hi.
Ruyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Everyone hold hands!
Let's get it on! Hi! Gloves off!
I'll protect us. This may hurt a little.
Wind blade!
Grow! Go, Barber, go! They're gathering together here. But why?
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. But the hydro-mimic monsters... I have a contract, and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them, and recover the relic.
Minute to memory.
You're dead meat!
Let the show begin. Yeah.
Buckle up! Hi!
This may hurt a little.
Wind blade! Let's get it on! Ha!
Grow! The Temple of Wisdom! I'll protect us. Yeah.
Buckle up! Hi! Wind blade!
Sharing my knowledge.
With the wind!
Something's come up?
Speed of light! Cole, lines of command. Incoming. Hey! Not now. Don't blink. Nowhere to hide. The night is cold. Grow, grow, grow! Don't be scared. Not now. Speed of light. Hey!
Wind blade!
My guiding stars. With sword comes shadow. Got lucky that time. Cole, line to command. Not now. Incoming. Cut to the chase. Don't blink. Hey! This may hurt a little.
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology?
We all have our areas of expertise.
Oh, stop arguing!
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know any. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange? And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth.
I mean, isn't measuring their value in.
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed. The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power.
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of.
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of...
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the god of salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear. If I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Oh, by the way.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must...
Ah, I see.
See? You do want to sell these objects!
But, so what? Why can't I pursue wealth both... All right, then. No need to stay here any longer.
My guiding stars! Stars, shine for me. Incoming. Don't blink. My guiding stars. The night is cold. The Temple of Wisdom. Committed to memory. Not now. Incoming. The night is cold. Cold. Mine to with sword comes shadow. Don't blink. This may hurt a little. Incoming. Hey! Not now. Committed to memory. My guiding stars. This may hurt a little. The night is cold. Stars, shine for me. Don't blink. Cut to the chase. You give, you receive. My guiding stars. The night is cold. My guiding stars.
I heard that Sao Terai was once the home of the god of Salt's people.
According to legend, the people of this legend has been around for ages, with the countless scrap collectors.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I...
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to this. So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics, and I don't know. There's no concrete evidence. But I'm pretty... The god of salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very possible.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of...
You weren't listening at all, were you? Ugh. Even if there's a mountain of treasure...
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr.
I may know something about it.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan just...
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli says so.
Don't be scared. Speed of light. Hey! Don't blink. With sword comes shadow. Grow! Jump! The night is cold. Got lucky that time. Hey! Share my knowledge.
With the wind!
Cut to the chase. Not now. Cold, mine to command. Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Hey! The night is cold. The Temple of Wisdom. My guiding stars! Wow. Suddenly, I don't feel so tired. Everyone hold hands!
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed. See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must...
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. When I investigated the seal last time, I had... But when we lit up all the elemental monuments...
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
To the north. To the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
Certainly you have. And to provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged at that time, with the chaotic fires of war engulfing the land, and that haven she eventually found is right.
How sad then.
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north. With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
What they do this time?
I'll keep an eye. Speed of light!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Don't blink!
A reward on the road.
Incoming!
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite
Time to broaden the horizons again. We can do this!
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time. Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help.
Okay.
I propose you to agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure.
Hey! Don't pass an opportunity.
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split?
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious.
Well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, you will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasure.
You have the audacity to demand this.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. If we discover the truth behind the God of Salt, you must judge it fairly, even if the truth harms Morax's image.
I can accept this arrangement. Well then.
I will protect.
Someone needs assistance. My mind is completely blank. I need to get out and... Oh, how exciting!
Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Duh.
They were probably followers of the God of Salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
I must leave no stone unturned. Don't blink!
Windblade!
Look at this!
Just looks like a fancy salt.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Oh,
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside...
exactly.
Able to produce endless salt.
Finally. After all that effort, I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or...
Hey! How can you use a relic?
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object we've...
Of course, as we agreed. But
Since we have a contract,
Then let's move on, shall we?
Speed of light! Hey!
Gather! Crumble!
Just a simple rule.
This, if I remember correct,
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
What? That's even better than the salt chalice!
Well then, according to our contract, the salt ruler goes to Miss One.
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I? And this girl has been useless. Why would she get any?
Oh boy, here we go again.
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, let's not forget who hired who here. Why
Because you agreed to a Rex Lapis once said, ones who break their contracts shall
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am from...
will suffer the wrath of
Nothing to fear. Prepare yourself.
Hey!
This is order.
Steady as stone. With sword comes shadow.
Wind blade!
No escape.
Don't worry about... As a dutiful maid would, I must leave no stone unturned.
Leaving so soon. Prepare yourself.
Speed of light. Hey!
Crumble. No escape. You can't run from death.
I shall confiscate your... You are not worthy to continue it.
Oh, darn you!
Some archaeological survey. Hey, Paimon likes Mora, but Paimon doesn't do bad things.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, when people see the object of their dreams, I think we should be honest with each other.
Huh?
That in truth, not a single...
why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize you aren't interested in archaeology or relic. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned...
Okay, that's enough. Sir, You are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Oh, right! Now that you mention...
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her We hate him! But so I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli?
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Liu is no longer Morax's Liu. Come with me. All the
Quake! Crumble!
I will have order.
Quake! Crumble!
Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Huh. I'll protect us. Oh. La, 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 la. Steady us.
Rise! Quake! Crumble! Quake! Crumble! Rise!
Let's dance. Yeah. With sword comes shadow.
Crumble!
This is... Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the god of salt had the power of this sword. Surely, if we can repair the sword, then we can...
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an...
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true.
Yes. But the only one object per claim clause.
This logic!
Zhongli.
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be no matter what. I must be faithful, even if it breaks the contract. I don't care.
So you are already...
Zhongli!
That is to say, you could...
That's okay. Punish me however you want. Just let...
No, you can't hit her!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her as punishment.
Huh? The truth.
Yes. The truth, I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, rather she was a small and weak god who yielded.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their but Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving... However, during such a long war, after making countless concessions, Havria lost.
No!
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade?
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true!
As I said before,
Preposterous!
Hey! Come back!
indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear.
I'll protect us. Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Salt. And betrayal.
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door. This is the scene of the crime. Havria's The story continues that some among her people realized at last the Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of
What about...
no matter how weak the god, the power that flows, those who could not flee, those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived, so they risked their lives to come here. But they need not have done so. For how could a...
This must be a lie. A false hiss! Don't you dare try to shake my faith!
Yikes.
This is the price she must pay. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not indeed. In ages past, Havria's story served as a warning to me as well. Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also. All right then.
Huh? What do you want to do, Zhongli?
Treading old ground. Telling one cannot help but be reminded of old...
Leave it all to me. As a good knight should.
Gloves off!
Stand with me. Stars, shine for me.
Lightning, terrified!
Not now.
Let's get it on!
My guiding stars! Our bond is strong! Cole, learn to command! The night is cold. Stand with me. Buckle up.
Well, how about that?
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan stone forest. The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havri to leave them here is to let them slumber. And I ended an era with my own two hands. History records, but history may be changed. This incident, I need to find a better way of recording history. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who, as long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and time. Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Why do we need...
As I said before, this includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate. I will remain here for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer. That is a good question. But now... Yes. I suppose I will continue in my role as a consultant at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. But if this journey was to your liking, why don't you come along the next time I am seeking to preserve memories of Liyue's past?
Sun's out, guns out.
I will remain here for a while. We did not measure, of course, as I am now. I only wish that she could have lived in a gentler time. I will remain here for a while. I fear that though the salt chalice, if a day comes when he should recover his strength and return.